Welcome to St. Augustine, Florida, USA, also known as the nation's oldest city. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love St. Augustine.
I was just a gamer back in 69. Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome to St. Augustine, Florida, USA. Population around 15,000. Now just for context, we have a map here. We have circled St. Augustine. St. Augustine is 50 minutes from Jacksonville and an hour and 10 minutes from Daytona Beach. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love St. Augustine. People love St. Augustine because of Castillo De San Marcos. The massive defensive structure took the Spanish 23 years to build from 1672 to 1695. They used native beach stone to construct thick, fireproof, and impenetrable walls that were able to withstand multiple attacks from British troops, including the massive fire in 1702 that wiped out the rest of the city. The Castillo De San Marcos National Monument is one of the most prominent tourist attractions in town and one of the most historically significant. The massive fort sitting on Matanza Bay in downtown St. Augustine is the oldest masonry fortification in the United States. During the American Revolution, it was used as a prison by the military, and in the late 19th century, it was used as a prison for Native Americans until its closure in 1900. There are impressive views of the water and the city from the gun decks, and special events are often held in the interior courtyard. You can walk around the exterior of the fort for free, but for the best experience, you should take a tour guided by a park ranger to learn more about the structure and how it was essential to the protection of the Florida coast. The fort's design is known as a bastion system or star fort. You should learn about why this design, with various levels of construction, was essential to the defense capabilities. People love St. Augustine because of the Lightner Museum. One of the country's best collections of 19th century decorative and fine arts is displayed in the 4 floors of the former Alcazar Hotel, built in 1888 by Henry Flagler. The collections are eccentric, and although they include Tiffany glass, fine furniture and porcelains, sculpture and paintings, they also include shrunken heads, mechanical musical instruments, a mummy, cigar labels, and curiosities such as human hair art. People love St. Augustine because of the Lighthouse and Maritime Museum. The tall, spiral striped lighthouse is St. Augustine's oldest standing brick structure, built in 1871 to 1874 to replace the original wooden watchtower. During World War II, the Coast Guard used it to keep watch over the shore, and it is considered the first permanent navigational aid in North America. Atop the 219 steps, standing at 165 feet above sea level, the beacon light is still in operation and uses the original beehive-shaped prism, which stands at 12 feet tall and 6 feet in diameter. People love St. Augustine because of the beach. St. Augustine's 42 miles of beautiful beaches are an irresistible draw for tourists, whether it's to bask in the Florida sun, revel in the lively surf, or explore the natural wonders and wildlife of the shore and tidal wetlands. You'll find waters perfect for surfing, fishing, kayaking, sailing, and boogie boarding, and plenty of beachside facilities. People love St. Augustine because of the Alligator Farm Zoological Park. The park is one of the most exciting things to do in St. Augustine with kids, including teenagers, and it's always a big hit for the whole family. The park is home to a variety of other animals other than alligators, including exotic birds, several types of snakes, and 5 species of monkeys. The park prides itself in being only one of its kind, with all living crocodile species in residence. Alligator Lagoon, Oasis of the Nile, and Land of the Crocodile are some of the best areas of the park to view a variety of young and old alligators and crocodile species. The most famous resident in the park is Maximo, an Australian saltwater crocodile weighing in at 1,250 pounds. You can view Maximo from above the water and below in an underwater viewing area to get a better look at his over 15-foot body. People love Augustine because of the Ponce de Leon Fountain of Youth Archeological Park. The 15-acre park along the Matanzas River is named for the explorer's famed freshwater spring. It is a working archaeological site which focuses on the first Spanish settlers. Part of the replica village was constructed on the original site, including a home and a meeting house. People love St. Augustine because of the Colonial Quarter. In the historic district, the Colonial Quarter is a living history museum that lets visitors step back in time and see what St. Augustine was like from the 16th century through to the 18th centuries. The first city is home to a shipbuilding project where they are constructing a replica of a 16th century caravel, the kind used by Ponce de Leon and other explorers of his time. People love St. Augustine because of the Pirate and Treasure Museum. The Pirate Museum encourages guests to let out their inner pirate by transporting them back more than 3 centuries to the hub of Caribbean pirate activity in Port Royal, Jamaica. Among the exhibits are the world's oldest pirate treasure chest and the oldest known wanted poster. The Red Sea Pirate exhibit contains a 17th century Kanjari dagger and the artifacts from shipwrecks of these notorious bandits. Visitors can learn to tie nautical knots and even steer the ship from the main deck. In the Hollywood Pirates exhibit, you can even see Captain Jack Sparrow's sword. People love St. Augustine because of Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. The former Castle Warden Hotel in the historic district now houses 800 exhibits of Ripley's collections of curiosities. Since 1950, the auditorium has mystified, shocked, and amused guests with its eclectic displays of the strange and unusual. Here you will find anything from historic artifacts to the bizarre and grotesque, including real shrunken heads and a motorcycle made with actual bones. The Space Oddities Gallery displays items as small as a set of crayons carved into Star Wars characters and as big as a giant replica of the International Space Station made entirely of matchsticks. If all this isn't strange enough, keep an eye or ear out for the ghosts of 2 women who purportedly died in a fire while staying at the hotel. Ripley's also operates the Red Train Tours, guided open-air tours to visit the city's major sites. People love St. Augustine because of the oldest wooden schoolhouse. Built soon after the fires set by the British raid in 1702 of cypress and red cedar wood, held together by handmade nails and wooden pegs, this is the oldest surviving wooden structure in the city. In 1788, it was made into a co-ed schoolhouse and today displays some of the original books and supplies used by students nearly 3 centuries ago. Students and the schoolmaster describe a typical day, then visitors can tour the detached kitchen and the garden where there is a 250-year-old pecan tree. The schoolhouse is located near the old city gates. The reasons provided in this video are not all the reasons why people love St. Augustine. If you've got a reason why you love St. Augustine, pop it in the comments section. I'll make another video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao for now!